Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Hot Comics. I'm Lisandra Vazquez.
And I'm Brandi Unger.
And today we have a delightful comedian for you.
A great comedian, NathanOwens.
Yes, Nathan Owens is an Atlanta-based comedian. He was born here.
He was born and raised here, about an hour north of Atlanta, and he's been doing comedy for 10 years.
Yeah, and he does a podcast with two of our other hot comics, David Perdue and Damon Sumner, 4th and 10.
Yep.
So we've got the trifecta.
Yeah, he's also
he completes the trifecta.
He completes the trifecta. We have cleared out their podcast, and he is, you'll find out, a phenomenal house husband.
Ooh, we
love
that.
Love
a
it.
feminist, a supporting a powerful woman.
We do.
You're gonna love it.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Love
Nathan
you.
Owens. All right. Well, welcome.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Welcome
Hi,
to
Nathan.
the Hot Comics podcast. We're so excited to have you here.
It's wonderful to be here.
And
You have a hot topic for us
yes.
that we all resonate with.
We all resonate
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
It's people trying to get their dogs to talk. I can't, people laying out the buttons
Yeah.
for the dogs, thinking that it's a good idea.
Uh-huh.
And it's dumb.
We
It's so dumb. Every video, I hate it.
Every single one. It's big on TikTok. You've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
it. What is like? So you would never do it?
I would never do it because I have been around a talkative 4-year-old. So I'm like, I don't care what a dog has to say.
Yeah.
Because I know what they have to say. Like dogs are not terrible communicators.
Yeah.
It's true. That's actually good, but they tell you what they need.
They tell you,
Yeah.
so they're just like food, treat,
Yeah.
play,
Yeah.
love you,
Outside.
stranger,
Yeah.
and all day.
Stranger.
And also, some of these people, your dog might be racist. And I don't know if you want to know that.
Dogs, I believe some dogs inherently are racist. They don't mean to be. They
don't
just
mean to
are.
be.
My dog,
They're
I
like
love her so
grandmas.
much. We've had to train it out of her.
Yeah.
She was racist when I first got her.
My God.
She
And
was.
She wasn't she from a tropical
She was from a
island?
tropical island,
Wow.
and she was definitely
She's from the Caribbean and racist. That's
Wow.
why she got saved by a white woman.
Yeah, it's just like, especially in Atlanta,
Yeah.
you know, you don't
Yeah.
want to have the racist dog.
Oh,
but
you don't want.
I
you
know.
don't wanna do that.
yeah,
It's embarrassing.
it's
My-
not fun.
No.
It's not, and you want to be like, no, I'm sure she would bark at a white person too. Like, somebody walk by, like, get a white person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I swear she's nice once you get to know her.
Yeah.
I was at Vinoteca the other day, and a white guy came up and said hi to my dog. And usually I like try to stop people. I'm like, she also is very protective over me, and I try to stop them. But this white guy just like did not care, entitled, and he
White
just like
privilege,
came
yeah.
over and was like, oh my God, your dog is so cute. And I'm like, thank God she didn't bite you, but like fine. And then I was sitting next to this black guy the entire time. Him and I started chatting, super nice guy. And Birdie was fine with him until Birdie, my dog, he addressed her to try to pet her, and she snapped at him. And I was like, you had this like guy that we've been sitting with this entire time. She's
whole
trying
time?
the whole time.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's like hanging out with your grandma, and the whole time you're just like, don't make a comment, please don't say anything. Let's just order and get out of this restaurant.
please.
Unscathed.
Please,
Yeah.
yes, please don't tell
Leave
any
them alone.
stories.
Yeah.
Please do not tell me any statistics that you learned in your child. Like, please do not repeat any Fox News talking points right now. Like, we need to get out of
Let's
this
just get through
Wendy's
dinner.
and get you back to the home.
Nothing
I
from
love that-
Facebook. Please
God.
don't quote Facebook.
No.
I love that you were at Wendy's.
If your dog were to say something, if you were just to guess what your dog would say, because you have a dog, like,
Yeah.
what do you think your dog would say?
At any given time,
Yeah.
just like, what are we
Sure.
doing?
Yeah.
You
What
think
are we
your
doing?
dog would be nice, sarcastic?
Is that wait? Are
Is
you
your
saying?
dog cold?
Yeah.
No, my dog it's high energy to
Okay.
the point where it confuses me, and she's always just like, "Why are you doing this? What are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Like, why are we having fun?" Like, I've learned to work through her.
Okay.
So I will sit down, and usually I will sit at the coffee table, and I will begin to do business things on the computer, and she will just put herself in between us. So I know I'm gonna get, like, was it carpal
Carpal tunnel, for
Yeah,
sure.
from having to type like this because I have to go over a dog.
It's a new work hazard.
And then she's just looking like, I know at some point you're going to pick up the ball. Like, I've won this game every day that I've been alive.
You have your dog is like ball.
Oh, yeah.
Ball is life.
Ball, food, pets.
Yeah.
Just rotate those 3 and then a nap.
I think we have very dynamic dogs.
Yeah.
you and I.
Anti-ergonomic
Yeah.
work environment with your dog.
Yeah, because I know there's a bulldog around. I've seen the pictures. I do appreciate the way that bulldogs look. I like their vibe.
Yeah, she's really funny.
I just like the way bulldogs they always look sleepy. And they always look sleepy and grumpy, and I'm like, I get it. like every time I see a bulldog that's just like falling asleep sitting up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
like,
cute.
yeah, man, I've been there.
Yeah, sometimes
Like-
she's so tired that she can't even put her head down. Like,
Yeah.
she can't even be bothered. She's just like, and I'm like, same.
Yeah.
I relate to her very hard.
They all
She's
have
the
sleep
best.
apnea, and I'm just like, I
could
get
get
it.
her,
I
like, a
get
little
I get
mask.
their vibe.
But it's okay. So you and your dog and your wife live in a house.
Yes.
Okay.
New house.
Okay.
Ooh,
nice.
congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats.
We bought a house in April, which is hilarious for me to say that like we bought a house. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
We.
It's the collective we.
Yeah.
It is technically and legally a we.
Uh-huh.
But my wife, she brings in, I mean, obviously, like a lot more money than I do. So
Love that.
Not
You go,
obviously,
girl.
not
It's-
obviously.
it's a great system.
Yeah.
I do not understand dudes that are like, I have to make more money. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you want to?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you should both want to be scraping by,
Yeah.
but if somebody else can go do it, it's great.
Bless on to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am learning to cook right now because I'm like, look, if I can't bring in money, I need to get to a point where my wife tells me to not get a job. That is my goal.
I love.
Bless,
Yes.
yes.
That's what I want so bad. It hasn't happened yet. I have not cooked a
Yeah.
meal good enough for my wife to be like,
We got to get you
don't
some
leave.
We
cooking.
gotta take cooking classes with me.
Yeah, we need to take some
Let's-
cooking classes.
let's
we
do it.
We want to help you on this journey.
Yeah.
all I have is TikTok. So if we can, I'll do a cooking class where somebody walks me through something. Because right now it's just trying to guess in 45 seconds if I got all the spices right. Because they put them all in at once.
Yeah, and you're.
And they all look the same in a
Yeah.
bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And
do.
some of them, I'm just like, I don't think we have that one. And I don't want to ask the person at Kroger. So, like,
You're still a man, you know.
Yeah,
Of course, you can never
still-
ask.
Can't ask
So,
for
like, next
directions.
recipe.
No.
No.
He'll cook, but like no asking.
yeah, no, I'll make a bad meal before I ask.
The most manly thing you can say. I will make a bad meal before I have to
Yeah.
ask for help.
It's just like me in an apron, like taking a hard stance.
Yeah.
Just this flowery apron. I'm like, well, ask for help, please. I'm an adult man. I wouldn't dare do that.
Never. So are you guys doing like remodeling or anything right now?
We're doing some remodeling that my wife is very good at, and I'm not.
Okay.
She makes all the decisions, but she asks me for help, and so I have to try to find the line of like, I know you know the answer, and I know you don't really want my answer, but I cannot say that.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah.
our home. You want a discussion. I need to help you think through it.
Yeah.
So anytime she asks me a question, I figured out to just ask her, do you think that's our style?
Oh.
And if she says yes, or I think that can work, I just go all in on whatever that is.
Smart. So
Married man.
It's
wow.
it's what I figured. We just bought a light fixture.
Yeah.
And she was like showing it to me. She's like, you think that's our style? And I was like, do you think that's our style? She was like, yeah, I think that can work. And I was like, I love it. That's great. Get that. Is that the one that comes down from the ceiling? That's phenomenal. And it gives off light. Look, that's number one. Number two. That's what I had written down for what we needed. And it's great.
And it's our style.
Yeah, I didn't tell her I thought it looked like an upside down snow crab. I did not say that. She loves it, so it's going to hang in our house.
Yeah, it's not unnecessary information.
Yeah.
This is why Nathan is married.
And it's our style.
It's our style. And she's like, she's asked me about paint colors. And
Wow.
I would go and so we were painting the office, which was kind of going to be like our biggest collab. if there was a room that my opinion actually was being listened to, it was the office.
Yeah. Okay.
So because I record podcasts in there and I'll do some work in there when she's gone. So she's like, well, let's find a color that we like. And I went to the paint section of Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I think I grabbed 20 paint colors.
Yeah.
The swatches.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's bound to be one of these. And I went 0 for 20. And she was like a surgeon. It was like precision. And she was like, well, that's not going to look.
Your wife.
She's like, that's not going to look great like in sunlight. This one's too similar to the room next to it. This one was the color of the year in 2012. And I'll be honest, that was not the best year for me. So we're getting that out of here.
I love.
And it's just like, so she's like, this looks like something a mom would have picked in 2007 for her kitchen. And I'm like, well, get it out of there then. I don't know what we're doing. And then she went and she found one and she's like, I really like this one. I'm like, so do I.
Is that our style?
It's our style. That reminds me of you. Like it's
I love
great.
it. It's for us.
Brings out the color of your eyes.
Yes, but the goal is to not be the dude that's like, oh, you're asking me again?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, babe. Whatever you want. Like,
well,
it's like, it's our home. Like,
it's your home, and your wife is the breadwinner. So
yes, she is the breadwinner.
Yeah.
She is the boss. She's always. It is very funny though. She's always like, let's sit down and like talk about the finances and. Like, all right. Like we can but you can tell numbers to my face and I don't know what's gonna stick. I really don't. Like there's a part and you don't it's frustrating because you don't want to tell your wife to be your mom. But there is times I'm just like, what's my allowance? Like, what can I spend this week? She's gone on business this week. And so, like, I'm home alone. And I was like, you tell me my grocery budget. Like, whatever you got it, like, leave the $20 on the counter for pizza. Like,
yeah.
whatever you need to do to feel good and feel like, then that's fine. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Your boy got you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So the mom situation. What about like I've always actually kind of wondered this. Like, did you guys, when you guys were dating, did you guys split things and then it changed when you got married?
So when we were dating early, we would split things with an argument.
Yeah.
I would assume that I am paying for everything.
Yeah.
But she's also a smart person. And so she figured out that maybe the guy living in the Sumner's guest room that doesn't have a car shouldn't pick up every tab. So
bless her.
Yes. So we went on one date where I had $0 in the bank account.
Okay.
And so my plan was we went to a trivia night at a place where I ran a show. So I knew the staff.
Smart.
Oh.
And so I was like, they're going to pick up the first round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're going to be very nice. They're going to say, we got this one. And I was like, I know her. She's going to pick up the second round when I go. And the trivia was free.
Oh.
So I was like, I think I've got this.
That's strategic. Yeah.
And then my final like Hail Mary was I was going to forget my card and come back the next day. So we didn't have to close out. And she had no idea. And she would like, after I told her this, she was so mad.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
She's like, you should have just told me you were broke. And I'm like, that was like the fourth date. Like you don't
reveal that.
I was like, you got to go double digit dates
Yeah.
before you can say like, hey, I need you to get this one.
If anything, super strategic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Like,
I honestly having that kind of like plan, that's a positive. You're a planner.
like they say, when men want to, they do.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, anxiety has done a lot of faking for me. And it's the first time that I asked her out. We got set up by Damon, who y'all had on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We love Damon.
We love Damon's great. We love Damon. Damon parent trapped us.
Love it.
My
He
God.
told each of us that the other person asked for their number.
That is
and gave the number.
Damon Sumner, great job.
Yeah, he did great. So I am texting her to ask her out. I have a lot of anxiety about this kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I'm bad at texting.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm going to send a text that either starts or ends in one text. Okay. So like, this is my name. This is how you know me. This is who gave me your number. Let's grab dinner here at this time at this date. And I'm like, I'm getting a yes or no in one text.
Yeah, you're like, this is an email.
And I'm sending that so that I do not have anxiety all day at work, or I'm like trying to figure it. It was selfish. And then my now wife received it and was like, man, this guy takes charge.
Oh yeah, we would love that.
I would love receiving
would
that.
love receiving
This guy has a plan.
Yes.
We love receiving that.
And I'm just like, I don't want to be nervous. Like that was my mentality. And she was like, this guy's got it together.
Clear. You know what you want.
Yeah.
Cloaked in anxiety.
Having no idea.
Yeah. You know what? Because you don't really know. I feel like you're right until like the 10th date. And
and I was sweating bullets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole time. It was terrifying.
Okay, so note to audiences:
take charge.
Take charge, number one, and then if you're trying to set someone up, just give them each other's number and say they both want it instead of like making the mystery. It is genius.
Just absolutely lie.
Absolutely lie.
Just trick people into happiness.
Oh my God.
It is tricking people into happiness though, because then if you got her number or whatever, if one only person gets it, they're like, well, I don't know if they really want to text me. This is awkward. I love this. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this.
No, I want to do this now. I need to find 2 people that I need to parent trap. Thank you, Damon.
Do it on this podcast.
Okay.
Bring them both in on the same episode.
I'm going to be like...
Am I being parent trapped?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to bring in a single comedian guy. And
that's
a red flag.
You deserve better.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true. I'm going to bring in like a Jewish finance guy. And I'm going to trick him to be in the Hot Comics podcast. And he's going to be like, why am I here?
Because we want to talk about building businesses.
Sure. And then I'm just going to leave the room. I'll be like, anyway, I gotta go.
Just to hit play.
This is my house, but I'm leaving.
Yeah.
This is actually an OnlyFans recording. Go.
Cool.
A lot of times on this podcast, we play 20 questions. So here's 20 questions to ask her, and then
and then they're all date questions.
Yeah, they're all date.
So what are you looking for romantically?
How many siblings do you have?
And then I come back with dinner. and I point like with a.
I would just love to see how long before the guy's like, I don't think this is a podcast. Because it might take a minute. He might be like, this is an intimate podcast. But at some point.
I thought they were both going to be on the
apps just aren't working. So this is what we're going to have to do.
Honestly, honestly, he probably won't even watch this part. And if he does, then he'll be like, God, they have initiative.
Yeah.
He might not. Yeah. He'll like see clips come out 2 weeks later.
Yeah. the 20 questions
of me serving them the like 2003 vintage. Okay, but back to so like when you and your wife to entertain yourselves, are you guys like TV people? Do you guys go outside? Do you watch movies? What do y'all do?
Yeah, I would like we're couch people.
We love that.
So anything that's on a TV, we'll go with it. We have somewhat similar tastes. Okay. There are times that we yield to the other person.
Yeah, of course.
My wife loves things where terrible things happen to good people. That's her favorite genre. Ooh. If there's a family that can be destroyed via murder or cults, we just watched another one about cults and murder. And
was it The Sins of Our Mother?
Yes.
Oh my! I finished it last night. Oh my God.
I hated every second of it.
It's real too, which is so messed up. Netflix sponsor us, but also watch it if you have time. It's only 3 episodes. It's incredible.
Yeah, it felt like an eternity. I had no idea. If you had asked me how many episodes it was, I would have had no idea. It was just 3
years.
Yeah. It's real human tragedy. Just not even fictionalized human tragedy.
Real.
Just real. The realer, the better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if she can see the pain in people's eyes, that's even better. Like not actors. Like
love her.
Like if I can look into the depths of a sad, destroyed person.
Breadwinner by day, life ruiner obsession at night.
Yeah, I love that. She sees the light and the shadow of everything. I love that full spectrum. I like her.
It's so funny because my dad always jokes that he's always like, she might be watching these things to like, learn how to do. And I'm just like, nobody's going to she knows nobody's investigating my murder. Especially if it looks like she did it. My family's like, I'm sure he deserved it. They're taking her side 10 times out of 10, no matter. They're not even asking questions.
Yeah, plus she knows by watching these that they always go to the spouse first.
Yeah.
So you got to be real clever.
Right. She would,
She'd cover herself up.
Yeah, I think she would.
Oh, yeah. I have no doubts my wife could easily get away with my murder.
So what do you like to watch?
I'm kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm definitely I like to flip through. Weirdly, one of my favorite things to do is come into a movie halfway.
Okay.
It's hard if you don't have cable to do that.
It is, but I have YouTube TV that I steal from a former employer.
Good for you.
It's great. At some point, I know it's not going to work. But until that day,
blessed be the fruit.
They're gonna at some point they're gonna go. Nathan has a profile.
Who is this?
But until that day, I love flipping through. I realized I got to do it when my wife's not sleeping. She was napping on the couch and flipping through, and Rudy was on, and I'm a sucker for a sports movie, and so I turn on Rudy, and my wife wakes up sort of towards the end.
Okay.
And so she's never seen this movie. So she is asking me about it. And I'm like, all right, well, this is like the super inspiring story about like this Notre Dame walk-on. And like they won the national championship. And he was like, oh, did he play really well in the national championship? I was like, oh, he had one tackle. And she was like, oh, we said it's inspiring. Like, is he like special needs? Like, is that why, like, it was crazy that he got... I was like, oh, no, he's just short. He's just Sean Astin.
Like...
And then she was like, well, I bet he's, like, super smart and, like, did, like, really cool things afterwards. And I was like, no. There's, like, an hour of it where he goes to community college. And she just looks at me and she's like, so Rudy is about an unathletic, bad student who makes one career tackle in garbage time of a national championship. Like, it's a blowout. And I'm like, it's got Vince Vaughn and a young Favreau. Love a young Favreau.
We love a young Favreau.
That jaw? Who doesn't love... You should hate Jon Favreau with that jaw. Yeah. And for some reason, he's just, like, fun, and he's kind of cuddly in this movie. And you're just like, yeah. And it's like, no, he's got a complicated relationship with his dad. And it's just like,
okay.
She's like, I'm out. Like, they made a movie about a bad athlete.
Yeah. Oh, Rudy.
But it's true.
But it's very true.
It's true.
Yeah. It's shaped an entire generation of males.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be mediocre.
Mediocre athletes.
At everything. All you need is one good day.
Just one good day.
One good play, and you deserve a whole movie.
And they're going to lift you up.
Yeah.
In
the
celebration.
poster is so victorious.
The poster's also a spoiler. I like, if you watched it now.
Well, because you wouldn't watch it if you knew the plot.
Yeah.
I guess that's, if the poster is him, like, struggling to get into school.
A bad
community college
short athlete.
It really is great. And just as somebody who had honest parents, I think it's even more frustrating. Where you're just gonna be like, listen to your dad, Rudy. He's offering you a solid job at a plant. Like,
you're not smart.
You're not smart. You're not athletic. Like, you can still like Notre Dame football.
Yeah.
I did not go to college. I still like college football.
Yeah.
And I have one less career tackle than Rudy. I have not stepped foot on a collegiate football field or a football field at all since middle school. And I have one less career tackle.
And that's a very close gap to close.
Yeah. I might go do it. I have 4 years of eligibility.
Yeah.
I might just go
get you one. Go get
Nathan,
you even with
Nathan.
Just throw myself into somebody. I just want 2 tackles.
Just so he can beat Rudy.
Just so every time I see Rudy, I'm like, I'm better than that guy.
What if you could walk on to any college football team? Which one would you walk on to?
Man, I mean, it'd be different now because, like, I'm a fan of West Virginia, but it's cold. So I don't want to
no,
go
for
play in West Virginia. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to be
No
in
one wants
Morgantown
that.
in December.
No.
So it'd probably be something tropical. Hawaii would be fun.
Yeah.
I would do that.
That decision-making process, just like if I have any insight into what your wife was like with the painting of like why you don't want certain paints, you literally
funny.
just said because West Virginia, because it's cold.
Because it's cold.
It's
not 'cause
cold.
In this hypothetical situation that we're choosing. So you want to make sure that your body is warmed up. So we're going to go somewhere warm.
Well, I honestly have that same logic. Whenever people make me do like NCAA brackets,
Yeah.
I have no idea about the teams. I just go with like the cities that I would like to go to.
That's fair.
And I generally do pretty well if I just choose like
I do the
cute
colors.
cities.
Yeah, and that's what's infuriating. Like because I will watch games, I will listen to every expert, and it will take me a long time to do my bracket, and it's so bad every year. And then just somebody comes in and is like, I had fun with this one. And you're just doing great. And you're just like, there's something wrong.
Just like Rudy, you don't have to be good, smart, or know what you're doing.
No.
You just show up warm.
Just one career tournament bracket. I'm one over Nathan, and I'm not even good at it.
I'm not even good at it.
I don't even know the footballs.
The footballs. Well, we've come to the
reached
time.
point. Speaking of the footballs,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
not a great
Great
transition.
Great transition.
We are here at the point of the podcast where we're choosing. We have you, our hot comic.
Okay.
Choose a comedy hottie, which is somebody that's younger than you in comedy years that you admire, that's on the scene, that you would like to shine a spotlight on, and that person is.
This was tough.
Yeah.
Atlanta, the roster is
'Cause
deep.
I was gonna say because you don't like anyone.
Yes, that is. I do not like or respect.
I have a deep disdain for everyone.
For everybody in the Atlanta.
Has
comedy
anybody
scene.
done that? I think that would be a power
I
move.
hate everyone.
If someone
Oh no, Storm.
Oh yeah.
Storm said
What is-
everyone.
Storm
And
said
everyone
and
no
everyone
one.
and no one.
everyone
yeah.
and no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that energy.
Yeah, it's
Um,
a power move.
power move. I mean, younger than me, so I've been doing this 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of very good comics younger than me. I think so. You said David shouted out Shonick already.
Yeah, David Purdue shouted out.
Yeah.
Sean
Has anybody talked
Kennedy.
about Mandel?
Someone.
Yes, Maddie Smith
Yeah,
did
Maddie
because she
Smith,
was visiting
yeah.
from New York.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
Can we do Mandel? Does that work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Mandel?
are big Mandel fans here.
Mandel, phenomenal. The thing that always makes me laugh about Mandel, obviously, he's hilarious on stage.
We love Mandel.
Great.
Big Mandel fans.
Never feels like he did well.
It's so true.
Every time.
Every time.
It's the funniest thing in the world where you just want to be like, do you like your comedy? Because like that was fun and everybody was engaged.
Everyone was
And you
laughing.
looked like you had a good time.
Yeah.
And he just like comes over, he's like, man, I whiffed on that one riff. And you're just like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you-
he
Yeah.
he featured for Zainab Johnson when we did at City Winery, and he did so
Murder.
great.
Yeah, he's
and
great.
he was like I lost them for those 2 minutes.
You're like,
and he
no, you
didn't.
did not.
He
Yeah.
didn't. They were with him.
I want to be like, you're gonna have a brain aneurysm if you cannot care this much about every show.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, also there are some shows that like you don't want to get in the habit of blaming the audience, but there are some shows
Yeah.
where you just be like, they sucked.
yeah, no, we've
And
all
yes,
seen
We've all
shows.
seen.
Yes.
We've all
Yeah.
seen it.
And
been
so
on it.
you have to have that awareness. But yeah, Mandel so hard on himself, so funny every time.
So funny.
Top 3 green room comic,
Oh yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you gotta have there's certain comics that win the green room.
Yeah.
Mandel's on that list. Top 3 green room
Yeah.
comic.
He's a really good person to talk shop with, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
And he just like he's so thoughtful, and then also he'll say something funny, and I'm just like,
Yeah, the way his brain works.
Yeah.
is my
Yeah.
favorite.
yeah,
It's
fantastic.
great. Huge Mandel fan.
Huge Mandel fan.
And huge Nathan fan, and huge you fan.
What's your wife's name?
Libby.
We're huge Libby fans.
That's also
Look,
true. We love Libby.
The foam finger. If I could, I'm gonna make one. Shit.
Libby,
He's like-
Libby,
Get,
Libby.
Libby shirts.
Yeah.
No one will know what it
Call
is
me
referring.
Libby.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Libby. It just means that I have good taste and I win
Yeah.
bread.
And you love murder.
And I love murder.
Bitches be dark.
Bitches be Libbies.
Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
so much.
Thank y'all for having me. This is so much fun.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. I mean, a delightful human.
A delightful human and his wife.
We stand Libby.
We love Libby. If you are watching, listening, we love you.
Yeah, we're big fans. We're trying to become friends with Libby.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll parent trap us.
She'll parent trap us. And I think we probably all have the same energy, just like that boss energy.
Yeah, I love that.
We love things like if it's our style.
I love the Sumners. I love the Owens family. We're big fans.
Big fans.
And you should be big fans too, because Nathan Owens has, he is such an accomplished comedian. He has a comedy album called Name Brand Human that you can check out. If you like Nathan, go check it out. It's available where you can listen to it in audio, and you can also watch a video.
And you can also catch him on his podcast, 4th and 10, with Damon and David Perdue. And you can catch him on Instagram at NathanOwens Comedy.
Yes, he posts a lot of clips, and you can see his tour schedule, buy some merch, buy some Nathan Owens merch. He should have some Libby merch.
He needs Libby merch.
I'm going to try to
or Libby merch or merch that says, "Is that our style?"
Yeah, is that our style?
Is that our style? That's almost like, well, what do you think? But a little more tailored.
Honestly,
it really is.
If you're a single dude out here in these streets, or even a married dude, just like listen to Nathan. I feel like he's figured it out.
He's figured it out. I feel like he probably avoids a lot of like confrontations and headaches.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. What a genius.
I love that he's trying to make himself a linchpin in his household. So then he doesn't have to go back out in the workforce. I really love his plan. I love a man with a plan. We love Nathan Owens.
And he has a plan, but when the texting his wife and the anxiety that drove that plan, I'm here for it.
I'm here for that. Yes. I love that he didn't let his anxiety get ahead of him. Yeah. Big Nathan Owens fans.
We love.
So, and then we're also huge fans of his comedy hottie, Mandel.
We love Mandel.
We love Mandel. You've seen him already on Hot Comics. He is one of our favorite comedians, and we love him so much.
Dearly. So dearly.
He's always a delight on stage, in person, and you should check out all of Mandel. I forget what Mandel's. It's on the screen. Yeah. Mandel's the Mandelman. The Mandelman. Just check him out. He's on podcasts and all these things now, and so you can get a little bit more of a taste of Mandel.
And maybe you'll get a taste of us on 4th and 10. I'm pushing for this. I think we should do a cross collab.
Yeah, we're gonna push for a collab.
I feel like that could be fun because, like, sports more than I do, but like we don't have to talk about sports. But
no, it'll be fun to talk about the sport.
The sport. I love balls.
She does love balls, and I love. I love cheering. I love food, and I love a nice like dance moment, like a victory moment, where people are. I actually just really like seeing people. This is true. I cry whenever I see people accomplish their like dreams. Like people like athletes. It always makes me feel, because people have been working so hard and sacrificing so much their entire lives for these moments. And so whenever athletes accomplish something and they're just like, it's a sports, that's my favorite, like the Olympics, I get real emotional.
I think I just learned a lot about. I had no idea.
I cry all the time at those things, and like at reality show competitions, the creative competitions. I'm like, good for you. Anyway, because I just see like all the sacrifices these athletes just sacrifice so much for this goal, and then a lot of them don't make it, but sometimes you do have a Rudy moment where you get that one tackle.
The one shot, the one tackle, even when you're not good. And probably don't deserve it, but you got it.
The one career tackle. Because
you're a big fan.
Despite all the odds, despite not being smart, despite not being a good athlete, and your parents being like, what are you doing? You can make one career tackle.
And that's really all again, it only takes one shot to get a movie.
Drop in the comments if you've beat Rudy's career tackles.
Have you beat Rudy's career tackles?
I've only played flag football, and I'm not really sure I understood what I was doing.
So I played lacrosse, and I definitely got thrown out of 3 games in my entire career. So I would say those were tackles, and I beat Rudy.
The only contact sport I played in high school, because I don't trust people, I have deep trust issues, was basketball.
I didn't play basketball because I don't know.
I'm
why.
short. So you're like, why? How did she play basketball?
Yeah.
I was a rebounder, a little squirrely on the,
It's
or volleyball too, but that's
different.
That's different.
It's funny
not
because
contact
female lacrosse is not supposed to be a contact sport.
sport. But you made it a contact sport.
There were a few people that I was coming after that made fun of me in elementary school, and I won. Not the game, but
The camera just zooms into like the evil eyes that she just had when she did that. Be scared of Brandi is what
it's a long game. Sometimes you have a long game to make you feel good. I went to a lot of therapy for it, but like sometimes just like hitting someone with a lacrosse stick during a regulation game in high school felt great. And I will, anyways, on that.
So if you ever played lacrosse with Brandi and we're like, did she do that on purpose? She
did.
Absolutely did.
Yep. I can't even deny it.
Yeah.
Well, but everyone's fine. They all have babies and stuff, and I'm doing this.
And that's exactly why I just stopped playing like team sports, and I just like I went to track. I guess is technically a team sport. I pole vaulted.
Yeah, hoping that you throw it at somebody.
No, it's javelin.
What's pole vaulting?
Pole vaulting. You stick the stick in the ground and you.
Oh.
Which is
Different.
tough for a girl with a big butt.
Yeah.
Just think of it. It's
I mean,
it's really for a gymnast. It's really anybody. If you're this is getting really off topic, but if you're a gymnast or if you're a swimmer, you have a great body for pole vaulting. You should go. If you feel like you have an explosive sprint and like a really good upper body and core strength, pole vaulting is for you.
So I was a swimmer in high school too.
Okay, yeah, you could have been. Do you sprint fast?
No.
Okay, then
Terrible runner.
Then that
you know
takes
what?
you out of the equation.
But Rudy tackled once. I can do it.
And on that note, if Rudy can do it, you can do it
too.
Subscribe, like, follow.
Do all the things.
Do
We
all
love
the things.
you.
Comment on what your favorite sport is. And
Buy
all
some
those
merch.
things. Buy some merch. Go see us. See our calendars.
See,
all
our
the things.
calendars are going to fill up.
Our calendars are going to fill up for the next
foreseeable future.
Yeah.
With,
you can see us live soon. You can see Hot Comics live. If you haven't noticed, we have a Hot Comics Pod and Hot Comics Live. We're putting the brand under one umbrella, so then you can make sure that you get us
under all the hot comic stuff.
Under all the things. And if you're still listening, oh my God, are you the cutest?
We love you so much.
Are you an angel? I hope you have a wonderful day because you look great.
I don't know why I keep saying this, but blessed be the fruit.
Blessed be the fruit of your labor, which is listening to us ramble. Anyway, with that being said, I'm Lisandra Vazquez.
And I'm Brandi Unger.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
See you next time.